right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford Maverick Lariat. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford for allowing me to review this Maverick Lariat. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Ford Mavericks, the safety features that you do get with the Lariat model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. As for the different models that you can get with the Ford Mavericks, here is a list, so you have all of these to choose from. Now for these safety features that you do get with the Lariat model here is a list, so you do get all of these safety features. Now in terms of what powers the Lariat, this does have the 2.5 liter hybrid engine, and this produces 191 horsepower and 155 pound-foot of torque. Now you may hear people say about 173 pound-foot of torque, which refers to the electric motor. And towing with this, you can tow up to 4,000 pounds when you do have the 4K tow package. Payload, you're looking at about 1,400 pounds, and fuel economy is about 6 liters in the city and about 7.3 liters on the highway. I'm also going to throw up the window sticker for this Lariat because it does have some features that are added onto it. All right, let's start off in the front of this Lariat here. Now keep in mind, this does have the black appearance packet, so as I walk around the truck here, you will notice all of those things. So on the front here, on the bumper area, near the bottom, you have all of the black plastic, and then you do have like these cutouts where it almost looks like you would have fog lights, but yeah, it does have a unique design to it. There's also the gloss black trimming down here. You've got like this lower grille area with a sensor there in the middle. There's also the front safety sensors that do run across. And then you just move into the grille area. I really like the designing on this, and all of this is in gloss black, and you can see all the bits and pieces, the design features, everything looks very, very cool on this. You've also got a Ford badge up here obviously, and then a front facing camera right underneath, and then are these very cool looking and unique LED front lights. I love the LED shape that goes all the way around, and then you have your usual lights in the center there. Also on the sides of the bumper here, you do have your reflectors. Now up on the hood here, it's a little hard to tell because this truck is in black, but you do have this nice decaling as well, which does stand out. All right, coming to the side of the Maverick, you've got the usual Maverick looks obviously, and then one thing that this does have added on, and it's going to be a little hard to tell because of the snow, but this does have the power sunroof option added to it, along with the blacked out roof. And then around the windows, you have all of the black trimming. You've got the body color door handles, and then as for the side mirror, you've got the gloss black here, and then you got the usual black plastic here. And if you look on the side, you also have side mirror cameras on this, so angles all around, which I'm going to show you inside. On the fender area here, you do have this trimming here that also says Lariat in gloss black, and then you get into these very unique and cool looking gloss black wheels. These are your 19-inch wheels, and I think these look very good with this truck because if I do take a step back, you can see they fit it perfectly. All right, let's come around to the rear of the Maverick here. The nice looks definitely continue, and similar to the front, the rear bumper is also in the black plastic, and you've got more of the design elements on the corners. In the center here, you do have the hitch and all of the towing outlets, and if you look way down below, you do have a spare tire. There's also more rear safety sensors back here. And then you get to the tailgate. You've got the Maverick letters engraved into the tailgate. There's another Ford badge here, a backup camera. You've also got a light right next to the tailgate handle. And then speaking of light, you've also got these unique looking rear tail lights. I really like the designing, especially like inside. Like this almost looks like crystals. But yeah, very nice designing on the rear tail lights. Now another thing that this truck has here is the tonneau cover. If you can see it right under the snow, but yeah, it's right here. You've also got the tonneau cover with this. And now let's go ahead and open up the tailgate and see what we have going on. You got to be careful when opening up the tailgate because this does drop down pretty fast. It's not like soft opening or anything. But in here, you do have the spray and bed liner, which I highly suggest having on any truck that you do get. Now inside, you do have these adjustable tie downs on both of the sides there. And then you've also got the LED bed lining, but only on this side here. You've also got a 120 volt outlet, and then you do have this area here. So if you do unlock this and open it, you kind of have like a hidden storage compartment area. Now over on the rear window here, the center small window is power opening. All right, let's enter inside and check out what this Maverick has to offer. So opening up the door, you are hit with this very nice and cool looking blue interior. Now down here, you've got quite a bit of room. You got a water bottle area here, another one here, some storage there. And this whole section is open so you can fit a taller water bottle here. here. And your door handle area is very, very unique. You got like almost this granite trimming here, the exposed screws, the designing here. You got the nice blue soft touch material here. And then even if you look on the plastic, you have like this texture trimming that continues all the way up here. And then you have this smooth plastic trimming. Plus you have this gray trimming all here, but this designing in like this 3D look looks very, very cool. Now let's check out the interior seats on this. It's an all black interior, soft touch everywhere. I really like how these seats look and they're definitely comfortable. So yeah, these definitely look good. Now if I go ahead and drop down the center piece here, you do have your cup holders. And also, if you want to lift up the rear seats, you can't just lift it up because there is a little strap right there. So if I just pull that strap and push up the seat, it is gonna lock into place just like this. And then you have this pretty big tub of space, and you're gonna have one on the other side as well. Not as big as this, but yeah, you have it on both the sides and you can definitely hide away things underneath. Plus, even on the sides here, you have some storage space. All right, I wanna jump inside here and show you the legroom and the headroom in this. All right, entering inside, legroom wise, I am pretty happy, even though I'm sure this seat, the driver's seat, can be adjusted even more, but still, I have good amount of legroom. Now in terms of the headroom, even though this is a Maverick, it's a much smaller area in the back compared to like an F-150, but look at the space, and that's because all of this just goes into the roof. And I'm wearing a hat, and for reference, I'm 5'11", and look at the space that I have. I don't think I have that much space even in an F-150. Also behind the driver and of course the passenger seat, I love how it's all just soft touch. There's no plastic, plus you do have these storage pockets in the back. Now over on the rear console area, you do have your USB ports and a 120 volt outlet. All right, let's check out the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing up here that I really notice is, now first off, you have the same area at the bottom, but you do lose some space because up here you do have the speaker. Now this does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is pretty good, and then everything else is pretty identical, other than of course your window controls, side mirror controls, and all that good stuff. Now let's check out the front seats on this. This is identical to the rear seats, all black interior, soft touch everywhere. The only difference up here is you do have the Maverick engraved into the back of the seat here, and the front seats do come heated. Now on the side here is where you will find all of your power seat adjustments. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals. Here is the hood latch release, and then moving up here, you have your trailer brake controller. Moving further up, you have your light at the back, your gas cap release, exterior light controls, and then your cluster dimmers. Now, even around the venting here, you have like that 3D trimming that you saw on the doors. Looks very, very clean. And as for the steering wheel, this does come manual adjustable. All right, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster, because when I do start up the Maverick here, you do have the usual nice Ford animations. All right, entering inside, your whole dashboard is pretty unique. Now you have plastic everywhere. You got the black plastic here, and then you got the blue plastic here. You got a speaker in the corner, speaker in the center, and one more on the other side. And then you get into your fully digital cluster area. Well, technically not fully digital, because the sides here are not a part of the screen. The screen is actually the middle section here. This is an 8-inch cluster area, but still, you do get a nice screen here where you can view a ton of different information, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just press back, and then I just press the little dashes, you have all of this different information that you can definitely see in front of you. Now keep in mind, some of the things that you go into, like the menus, will have more things within it. Now as for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material. This also comes heated, and then you have all of the black trimming everywhere, plus you have the gloss black trimming down here, another Ford badge obviously, and then on the left side here you have all your cruise control settings, follow distance, lane keep, your volume, and then your mute. The other side is all your cluster controls, different modes, your Bluetooth, phone controls, and seek controls. So let me go ahead and show you the different modes in this. So if I just press the left one, so it's the first one here, which is slippery. You've also got the eco, you got normal, you got sport, and then you've got tow haul. And I also like how whatever you go into, it changes like the background and like the color scheme of it, which is pretty cool. Now behind the steering wheel, you do have your high beams and indicators on this side, and the other side you do have your wiper controls. Now moving to the center armrest, you got soft touch everywhere, and opening this up, you do have a decent amount of deep storage space in this. And then you get into your center console area. This is actually pretty low for my liking, but yeah, you have all of this. So first off, you have space here. Here you've got your cup holders, you've got your traction control, and then you kind of have like this slot maybe to put a credit card or something. Electronic parking brake, your nice rotary shifter, and then you have a bunch of space here. So you have your phone space here, more space, more space. You've got an outlet here, your rear power sliding window control, USB ports, and the engine start stop. And then as you move up here, you have your Pro trailer control here. all of your different multimedia and other stuff here. You've also got the volume and all that stuff. And this one right here is your hold button. You've got the max here for your heating and cooling, hazards, cameras, and then your seat controls. So let's go into the cameras here. So as you can see, it pops up on here. So right now it's facing the front. You've also got a top bird's eye view. Now if I click this here, you have all of these different angles. So if I go to this one here, it's gonna show me a same thing, but your top bird's eye view disappears. Now if I go back and go to this, it shows me a wider, more panoramic view of the front, which is pretty cool. And then here is the rear camera. You've got the hitch camera and then your side mirror cameras. Now let me go back to this one for a second, and once this comes on, you also have this plus symbol at the top of your vehicle. So if I click this, it's going to bring up a bunch more plus symbols. So if I click into this, it's going to zoom into that particular area. So towing and parking with this becomes very, very easy. And then you get into this very cool and unique looking touchscreen. This is a 13.2 inch touchscreen. Now I love the homepage on this because you have all different sections and easy access to whatever you want to look at. So for instance, you have these 3 tabs here. Let's go under settings. This will be your usual stuff that you have in like any vehicle, and you can customize it to your liking. And I also like how a mini screen pops up on the right. So let's go back to the home page here, and now we go under the features section. So here you have your driver assistance stuff. So your safety features you can turn on, off, adjust however you want. Let's head back. There's also the towing section. So connection checklist, add a trailer, and then you can manage all of these different settings here. Heading back, then you just got the owner's manual and feedback. Now back to the home page here. Let's go under the apps section. This thing also has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, even karaoke and YouTube in this. And one more time to the home page. So you've got your map section here, your AM, FM, all that stuff here, and then your phone section here. Now one thing I want to show you, let's say I go back under the apps, your little screen pops up and I can just go through all of the different information here. So I do like how you have a main screen and a mini screen off to the right. Now one more thing, if you look at the bottom here, you have all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seats, heated steering wheel, all that good stuff. Now if you look behind the touchscreen and on the dashboard, you have more space right there. And then moving further up here, you have your sunroof controls and your interior lights. And here's the key fob for the Maverick. It's your usual Ford key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you what you get on this side. So first off, on the dashboard, you've got more of that nice gray 3D trimming here. You've got more trimming here with the exposed screws, and then really you just have your usual glove compartment space. Here is the window sticker for this Maverick Lariat. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford Maverick Lariat. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?